Hi there, guys. My name is Mitch, and I am an alcoholic. And I have your daily reflections for May 8th, 2020. This one is titled A Resting Place. All of AA's 12 steps ask us to go contrary to our natural desires. They all deflate our egos. When it comes to ego deflation, few steps are harder to take than 5, but scarcely any step is more necessary to long-time sobriety and peace of mind than this one. That comes from 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 55. And it continues. After writing down my character defects, I was unwilling to talk about them and decided it was time to stop carrying this burden alone. I needed to confess those defects to someone else. I had read and been told I could not stay sober unless I did. Step 5 provided me with a feeling of belonging, with humility and serenity when I practiced it in my daily living. It was important to admit my defects of character in the order presented in Step 5. To God, to ourselves, and then to another human being. Admitting to God first paved the way for admission to myself and to another person. As the taking of the step is described, a feeling of being at one with God and my fellow man brought me to a resting place where I could prepare myself for the remaining steps toward a full and meaningful sobriety. Really, really good one. I can't really tell if this book is mainly focused on these steps, the like 4 and 5, but those are the really important ones right there. You write down your resentments and all the things that you've done and you're mad about. You write down your character defects, and it's very important then to go to God and say it to God or your higher power, whichever you choose to do. And really, it's pretty much done almost immediately then, because you know you've been carrying this burden around with you already, and God knows what this burden is. So that one's pretty simple. You get through that. You say it to God, to yourself, you know this also. And then it's when you have to say it to another person where it can be a little difficult, and some of the stuff might be embarrassing. I, on the other hand, was very excited and happy to talk to my sponsor and tell him all this, because I'd been in recovery before and I'd done this, but I did leave out a few important things from my past and things that I had done thinking it wouldn't matter, but really that did eat up inside of me, and I never changed because I never admitted it to someone else and had that transparency that you could see. You know, I had to be transparent with someone so he could call me out on my BS if I was trying to do something, or if that's what that sponsor's there for. You need to be honest with them. You need to tell them everything, because they're going to keep you on track if it's a genuinely good sponsor. They're not there to, make it like a cakewalk and, kiss your feet, make you feel like you're not doing anything wrong. They're going to call you out. And if you're doing something bad, that's where you got to be honest and let them know what you have done, so they can help you see if you're going back down that same path and doing the same stuff you were doing before. That's eventually going to lead you to a relapse. Not good. So this one is really important. Make a list, do your list, and confess it to God, to yourself, and to another human being. And I promise you that foundation is going to be so strong, and you're going to feel so good, and you're going to feel like a new person completely when you get through this, because then all of that stuff is wiped clean. It doesn't change what you've done, but in your heart and in God's eyes, and to a lot of people that you make these amends with, they can see that you have changed. And that's the whole point of this. It's a process, and then you could really build onto this, and it gets a lot easier once you get down the steps. But that is your daily reflection for today, and I hope it helps someone. And feel free to subscribe to my channel, because I like to do these videos when work coincides with my time to be able to do it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and you're staying safe and practicing your social distancing as much as possible. I pray for anyone that has any family members that are suffering from this. I love you all, and remember, it's one day at a time. Don't beat yourself up over anything you did yesterday. Today is the day to do everything that you want to do. Start that process. I love you guys. Have a good one. Peace out.